We are so excited to welcome you to this ribbon cutting ceremony for our newly renovated Job Center, a place where job seekers can go to their next best career opportunity and businesses can source the talent they need to prosper in the Central Ohio economy. I'd like to introduce Evelyn Sullen-Smith, Chair of the Workforce Development Board of Central Ohio since July of 2019. I tell you that because Evelyn has led us through some of the most challenging but innovative time for this organization, and she deserves credit for inspiring us to make this job center a place that's safe, certainly, but also a place where hope translates to opportunity for people. So join me in welcoming Evelyn Sullen-Smith.
Thank you, Lisa. On behalf of the Workforce Development Board of Central Ohio, I would like to thank Mayor Ginther, Commissioners Kevin Boyce, Marilyn Brown, and John O'Grady, and the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services for their continued partnership. Thank you for supporting the Job Center and the various workforce initiatives throughout Central Ohio. I would also like to take this time to acknowledge Job Center operator Scott Johnson for his dedication to this important work. As chair of the Workforce Development Board, I am inspired by this initiative undertaken to improve the interior design of the Job Center. The Job Center is intended to support those seeking skills and to skill up. This newly redesigned space will support our goal of bringing dignity to that process with a space that is vibrant and welcoming to further inspire more job seekers in our community. I would also like to emphasize the board's support of this project. I am humbled to work along some of the best thought leaders in economic development. Their commitment is unwavering toward our mission, which in part reads to partner with area businesses and organizations so that people are fully employed at their ability and potential. This project is a giant step in the right direction, but we know that this is not the end goal. There is more work ahead of us, especially in light of this ongoing pandemic, toward ensuring those seeking to accelerate their careers are provided equitable access in pursuit of their highest potential. Thank you again to the mayor, to the commissioners, and the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services, and all of the Job Center staff. At this time, I'd like to welcome the Honorable Mayor Ginther to the podium.
Hello, and it's a great day here in Columbus and Franklin County. It is fantastic to be with you. I want to thank Lisa, Patt-McDaniel, Evelyn Smith, and the entire board, a great group of folks and leaders that are continuing to move our community forward. President Boyce and his colleagues who provided so much great support and leadership, and Scott Johnson and his entire team. I just learned that this was all in addition to everything else you all have on your plate. So to you and the team, I say thank you for all that you've done to bring us here to where we are today. No doubt about it, this past year has been one of the most challenging in our city's history. It's been especially difficult for our neighbors seeking employment, particularly in certain sectors that have been the hardest hit and probably will be the last to recover sectors of our economy. We know that an inclusive, dynamic regional economy creates economic opportunity and upward mobility. Our vision is for Columbus to become America's opportunity city, but we can only become America's opportunity city if we become America's equal opportunity city as well. We know that we need to make sure our neighbors have access to jobs that pay well and that are accessible, jobs that can lead to rewarding careers with increased pay and benefits to support their families. In 2020, the city of Columbus allocated $400,000 in CARES Act funding to help modernize the Job Center. and ensure that it's a safe environment for job seekers as we continue to fight the spread of COVID-19. Those CARES Act dollars would not have happened and wouldn't have come to the city of Columbus without the leadership of Senators Rob Portman, Senator Sherrod Brown, Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, a great bipartisan team that got the CARES Act done last year. We were able to invest because of their support and leadership. What I want everyone in our community to know is that the OhioMeansJobs Center will be a great place for you to come and work with the team to identify opportunities for good paid jobs right here in Central Ohio. And there are plenty of great opportunities available right now. The team here at the center will work with you on job placement, but also on training. If you want to upskill, require additional skills or knowledge to take on the job you want. This newly renovated job center will play a critical role in our effort to build back equitably from the turmoil in this pandemic of the past year. We have a lot of work to do, but are on our way back, a Columbus comeback, because of places like the job center are ready and able to support our neighbors in their recovery as well. And now, it's my honor to introduce a great friend and partner, the president of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners, President Kevin Boyce.
Thanks, Mayor, but you took all my talking points.
That's why I always go first.
There's a pecking order here. Let me also join the chorus of congratulations. First, thank you, Mayor Ginther, for his steadfast leadership and what has been a very tough 2 years for all of us, quite frankly. To Evelyn Smith, Scott Johnson, Lisa Patt-McDaniel, for your leadership. I just can't think of anything more fundamental to the measurement of quality of life than a good paying job. You know, there's a saying that goes, the best social service is a good paying job. And it makes me remember a time when I was growing up in poverty here in Central Ohio. And when I was about in the 9th grade, my mom got a job at the post office. And it literally changed our lives. We had insurance. We had a steady paycheck. It stabilized our housing environment. And it made us a happier family. And we were able to produce and be productive as a family unit together. But it's that kind of investment that means everything to our families and to our individuals who are seeking jobs. And so the OhioMeansJobs Center is more than a place where you can get your resume done, or you can look for a job or develop interviewing skills, all the things that it takes to engage in this workforce. It's a focal point of a center of strength for Central Ohio. You know, we have to run for election every few years, but there's always the chance that we could lose. And so I could be right here as one of your clients. And so it's nice to know where it is. It's nice to know what's here, what's available, because you never know when you need those resources. That's right. And let me just conclude by saying that the Franklin County Board of Commissioners has zeroed in on eradicating poverty and racism in Central Ohio best we can. But what we know about that fight, that journey, is that it requires all of us, and there are layers to it, from housing to employment to healthcare. All of these things make for a stronger community. Before the pandemic, Central Ohio was a bustling place of growth and energy. We had a 4% unemployment rate, which is almost, as economists said, fully employed. But the poverty rate was growing at the same time that our employment rate was decreasing. So the poverty rate was 15% when our unemployment rate was 4%. So what that says to us is that we've got to zero in on ensuring that those who are most challenged among us have the best chance to be successful, and that's through a good paying job. And so OhioMeansJobs is a partnership with the county, the city, the Urban League, Goodwill Columbus, Jewish Family Services, and many others. And it will be here that professionals help everyday people access the resources that they need to be successful in their own home, in their own community, and for their families. So with that, on behalf of the Board of Commissioners, congratulations for this ribbon cutting. To the staff that are here, look forward to working with you. In fact, I'm sending you a few people because I get calls every day about jobs. So I'm going to send you some folks It's my pleasure to introduce my good friend again, Lisa Patt-McDaniel.
So I just want you to know, I would be remiss in saying, it's not that this county and the city just invested in this job center. The county invested with us to provide reskilling dollars for job seekers during the pandemic, especially those who were laid off. And that is our Franklin County Skills Boost program. And the city also invested $500,000 for us to work with companies to reskill their employees during this pandemic, while they may have had downtime. So both of these gentlemen represent more than just what we've done here, also how we've invested directly in people. And so I just want you both to know how much I appreciate that, because that has really made a difference during this pandemic for many people. So, but we need to get on with cutting this ribbon. But I want to make sure those of you who are watching virtually that you stay tuned. After we cut this ribbon, you will get a sneak peek virtually. Don't come running down here yet. Virtually at all of the changes we've made to the Job Center. And I want you to know that this staff, who has worked incredibly hard virtually through this whole time, trying to help all of you, I know they're excited to have people back here live. So we're going to slowly do that. So thank you so much. And I'm going to turn it over to our best job center operator in the state, Scott Johnson.
Wow, Commissioner Boyce was right. Everybody covered everything that I need to say, so we probably should just cut through. But honestly, from the team here at the Job Center, we want to thank the mayor, commissioners, Evelyn, Lisa, and everyone for their support. What a lot of individuals don't know is that our Job Center is actually made up of 17 different community organizations when we're open to the public that work out of the center at least one day a week. We mentioned Columbus Urban League, Goodwill, Columbus Jewish Family Services, Equus Workforce Solutions, Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities, the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services, and I could go on and on. And I think that's what makes our Job Center so unique, is that we have everyone in one place to be able to help that individual that walks in the door. Lisa always says to us, one of the things that you have to remember is that no matter what type of day we're having, the person on the other side of that counter when they walk in is having a worse day. They might have just received a termination or a layoff notice. We don't understand what their situation is until we start talking to them. So to be able to have this space, to be able to have individuals come in and feel the hope and the energy that's here is incredible. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Back a year ago, when the stay-at-home order hit and the pandemic turned all of us upside down, we were forced to figure out what it meant to serve individuals virtually. If we all think back to a year ago, what our daily lives were like, we had a hard time adjusting, right? And so that's the other thing that I want to say about our team. We figured out how to start doing everything that we could virtually. We have Zoom meetings and Teams meetings and WebEx meetings and any platform you can think of. We utilize all of them to help figure out how we engage with job seekers. At first, we recorded workshops so individuals could go to our website and they could learn how to build a resume or how to get interviewing techniques. And then we pivoted to where we actually provide workshops live virtually 8 times a week. So you can still sit at home, not have to worry about childcare, not have to worry about transportation or any of that, and start to gain those valuable skills. And now, starting tomorrow, we're at a very pivotal point because we do understand that not everyone likes to work just virtually. So we are opening the Job Center back up for our resource lab by appointment only. So individuals can go to our website, omjcfc.org, and they will be able to click the banner at the top to schedule an appointment to work in our resource lab, where you can do things like file for unemployment or apply for a job or work on a resume. You can print, you can scan, you can fax, you can do anything that you need to focus on employment and education. And we'll have staff that will be available to help you over the shoulder in case you aren't quite sure what to do. If you need to complete a virtual interview, just call us at 614-559-5052, and we can schedule a time for you to come in and use one of our computers to complete that virtual interview. We want to be here to support you in everything you're trying to do to find a family-sustaining, permanent, full-time position so that you can live that life that you want to live. And I think that, for me, is what this renovation and this ribbon cutting is all about. It's really signifying that we have weathered the storm and we're here now to really move forward both virtually and in person in a great way. When you come in, just keep in mind that we will practice physical distancing. We will still require everyone to wear a mask. We'll be doing temperature checks, those type of things. We'll be sanitizing the space between appointments. So we aren't giving up on the things that we've learned in the past year. We're just figuring out how we enhance that and how we can move forward in a really great way. So I think I've probably talked enough. I think everyone else has talked enough, so it's time to cut a ribbon, right? All right, let's do it.
No running with the scissors.
Now, we're cutting from the top or underneath? Oh, you're letting us. You want to get in there?
Please.
All right. Ready?
Should we pose first?
Sure. Yes, you're right.
I've done one or two of these.
Thank God.
You got it?
Yep.
All
All
right.
right.
Count us down.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're done.
These might be the dullest.
I know, we just
Thank you for attending our virtual ribbon cutting ceremony today. We are so happy you were able to join us to celebrate the redesign of our Job Center. For more information about our programs, services, and to schedule an appointment, go to our website, omjcfc.org. We would love to stay connected with you. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.